Honestly, it gives me shivers now, because the realisation once you've stepped out of a controlling relationship is that you can't believe that you were in it, and you can't believe that you let yourself be controlled for that long.
A toxic relationship is really any relationship that you might feel very attached to. You might even feel very, very immersed in that relationship, and you perhaps can't even consider being without it, but ultimately it doesn't leave you feeling good. So there's a level of kind of hidden poison to a toxic relationship, and that's what's important to spot.
Genuinely not feeling yourself, feeling quite upset majority of the time, not feeling comfortable around that person, not wanting to go out or not wanting to see your friends, just feeling a little bit controlled. I've been in that situation and I definitely felt controlled, and I just didn't feel like me.
Sometimes people think of relationships as being either all good or all bad. And one of the most dangerous aspects of a toxic relationship is that there are actually positive elements to the relationship, and that's what keeps you hooked. But then there are these other elements to the relationship that can be very destructive and can start to undermine even your very feeling of sanity.
I definitely thought I was in love with that person, and when I look back I realised how toxic and how controlling it was, and I was so surprised that I let myself be in a situation like that.
So you might say to someone, oh, the way you made me feel when you said that was not very nice. And they might say, well, no, you're just being oversensitive. It's all in your head. And if you feel that that's the response you're getting quite commonly, then that would suggest that this other person is less interested in how you feel and more interested in their own self-image. Because anybody who really is in a positive relationship with you will genuinely care about how you feel.
We acted like we were having fun all the time, and I thought that I loved him. So for me to turn around and say, oh, actually, no, I was wrong, it's quite hard, and it can be embarrassing, but you need to look past that, because it's not embarrassing. Relationships don't work lots of times.
If you suspect that you might be involved in a toxic relationship, it's really important that you talk to somebody that you can trust and just ask them, do you feel happy for me, or do you feel concerned for me? Because ultimately, other people around you will be able to see the relationship functioning, perhaps in ways that you don't see yourself.
So when I finally got sick of it, sick of being upset, sick of being cheated on, sick of all of that, when that finally happened, I just kind of broke away and took myself away from the situation. So I went and stayed with my mum, I went and stayed with my friends, I went and did things that made me happy again. I think it's just trying to take time out for yourself again and trying to just become the person that you were before you met that controlling person.
Be careful not to think that every relationship that's not working for you is a toxic one. Sometimes a relationship doesn't work, or it doesn't perhaps give us what we want or what we need, and that doesn't make it toxic. So if you find yourself doubting yourself, feeling more insecure, or feeling bad about yourself within the relationship, then that would suggest it's one to walk away from.